Hello and welcome, Peter here, Pet Listener. How you doing, guys? Hello. So we had a 1 day of break of YouTube recordings because I'm extremely busy and I'm trying to do more rather than record more, because if you got no time, what can you do? So today we start a new playlist. It's called an Arduino and other microcontrollers. I don't know the name of the playlist yet, but you'll see it if you choose to, of course. So here we've got two of them, and let's see that this one has this extra chip here on this side, okay, and this one don't have it, has this chip here. Yes, this. So this one has an USB type A. That's an old one in the old printers, you can say, and this has micro USB. Okay, so what it is and why you need to know about it. Well, first foremost, you can operate devices. All the equipment out there has input devices and output devices. So in order to control those devices, we need something to control. Just like microcontroller, for instance, or more advanced operating system with all the additional features. Whereas imagine yourself a heater, electric heater. You can have either electric heater where you just plug in, turn on, turn off, or you can have electric heater with a small display or no display, but you can adjust the power of this heater. Yes, like up and down, so it will give you more heat or less heat and consume more or less power as well. So then you need to control it somehow, and with these ones you've got that has a Wi-Fi built in. Yes, and when we will plug it in, I'll plug in the USB to the USB port, and now we just plug in the power. And before doing so, I'll show you there is an app. I'm using Blink IoT. It's a Blink. You see, it will be written here somewhat 92. I don't know if you can see that clearly. 92 counts, 92 seconds. And when I will plug in this, it will light up, and now we need to give it a time. It's off. Yeah, that's goes. Okay, so that's live, and that started to count uptime. Now when I will disconnect it, it will be no power. Look what's happened. It stopped on the 20 and doesn't move. So that means I can connect with this device from my phone. Yes, and now I can use pinout. Those pinouts here, some of them are with a 3.3 volts, some of them are with a 5 volts, some of them are with a ground, and some of them are data communication pins. So this can be supplied through this barrel type connector. If you use more current, it's recommended. Then this micro USB, if you don't need to use a lot of current drawn from, there is an additional pin which you can supply here, and it will power on from that pin as well. And then you get digital and analog inputs and outputs. Now what is the difference? Digital, you can have like on off. If you will have a diode through the resistor, because diode usually have less than the output on those pins is like 5 volts, for instance. So you need to use resistor, and then you've got diode on, for instance, on one pin. Yes, if you will program it, and then by pressing a button in the app, you can turn it on, turn it off, even if you are on the second part of the world. Yes. What else can you do? You can have lightning at home or certain locations, and then you can use this app to operate it as well. You don't have to have the Wi-Fi version, you can have this version as well, yes, and this one is more for on its own work. So once programmed, you upload the software, and then you just literally looping, the software is looping in a loop, yes, and it's always doing something. So if you've got the heat sensor, for instance, yes, of something, some device, and then when the heat is reaching certain point, it can switch on the relay, for instance. That's the relay. Let's open it. That's my one, so you can open it, no problem. I bought it not long time ago. So look, okay. See, that's a relay. So what's happening? You supply 5 volts, and then you can use on-off digital pin to switch it on or switch it off. So let's say you want to turn on lights or turn off lights when you are out from home, and you say, oh, I've forgotten to turn off the lights. Then you can log into that app. Yes, you can just turn on that app, press off button, and your lights will go off, for instance, yes. Or you're going on a holiday and you want to pretend that there is somebody at home, yes, you can use this to program it, either manually turn on, turn off, or you can allow time schedule so that it will do automatically for you, yes. So that's, for instance, yes, you can do something like that. You can there are other modules, there's plenty of modules. We will talk about other modules at other times. I don't want to have this video more than 10 minutes. So my friend gave me whole box of goodies, valuable, and we will be talking about some of them. Some of them I even don't know what they do, so it will be a new experience for me. And what are the analogs now? Because I've told you about the digital pinout. The digital pinout is mainly on-off, yes, state, like 1 or 0 state, for instance, yes. There can be digital to analog or analog to digital as well, but analog is more of a range, yes. If we talk 8 bits, then we're talking 256, so starting on 0, we can go up to 255, yes, and we've got a range of 255 adjustments. So when you've got a potentiometer, you can have, I don't see any potential, oh, like, where's my soldering iron? Here, yes, and let's take it out. Like this potentiometer, we can program that it will jump every 10 degrees, yes, or every 1 degree if we would want, but it's pointless, yes. With soldering it's 10 degrees, it's fine. So 5, I would say that's the minimum, but 10 is a common sense. So you can have this one, it's turning all the way long, you know, but what this means, each time it clicks you get 10 more, let's say, yes. You can do it. You could do it with digital as well to a certain extent, but potentiometer, those analogs are good for volumes. Analogs are more accurate, you can say, yes. Well, that's how I get it, yes. Whereas if you want to have jumps for 10 each, it's easier to do it with digital. If you know any other things, comment down below if I will see any valuable comments, because I'm no expert, yes, with Arduino and with those microcontrollers. I want to learn them myself, but I've made the research. I bought this, I paid only £7 and some pence. This was £5 something. This one is working, this one is faulty. I had to take from my friend from the box one, and I've done everything what I've done with my one, and then it turns out that it's on. So if it costs few quid, it's good to learn, and then you can buy a breadboard like this, yes, with a pinout, and then a breadboard with cables, jumper cables, yes. These are male to male, I see. You've got male to female and so on. If you would see, you would know that these ones are connected this way and these are connected this way. Here's power, it's marked red and blue, and here at the center is cut off, so that means this doesn't connect to this side. So if you want to connect them, you need to use a jumper wire from one to another if you prefer to connect them this way. So it is good to have this with this breadboard and those jumper wires. And then the rest, it depends on what do you want to do with it. The simple programs are examples in the Arduino IDE. You can look at it yourself, so you can download, even now without a controller, you can download Arduino IDE. It's version 2.0.4 at the moment, or you can download the older one, 1.8. It is a bit difference in between them, but it's already similar, so you can have a go yourself if you would want. It's a really convenient way of programming things, and I will try to find more time and record more episodes to tell you more about it. I'm talking from my experience, so that's mean there are other YouTube channels where they talk for like hours about it, but I do believe in practicality. Don't watch those videos for hours. If you can focus on the basics, and then you will see if that's what you want to experience or not. So that's why I wanted to record about 10 minutes video, so that you can know what it is and what it can do for you. Yes, so we will talk more about it, but for now that's everything. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.